Jai Shinendra.
Jai Jinendra.
Jai Jinendra.
Jai Jinendra.
Jai Shinendra. Okay, let's start the class. Who is going to say the Mangalasharan today? Okay, Krish.
Saying it. Mangalam Bhagwan Veer, Mangalam Gautamo Gani, Mangalam Kund Kundadyo, Jain Dharmo Sumangalam, Sarva Mangal Mangalyam, Sarva Kalyana Karikam, Pradhanam Sarva Dharmanam, Jainam Jaitu Shashanam.
Okay. Thank you so much. Let's start the class. We were learning about the karmas. And as I've told you, I'll ask you some questions and then we'll move ahead to complete the lesson. Now tell me. Who is the main cause of jeev suffering? Is this jeev suffering because of the karma? Yes, raise your hands. Yes, Yashvi.
Jeev isn't suffering because of karma. Jeev is suffering because of Jeev itself.
Because of jeev
Itself.
And what is the mistake the jeev does because of which he has to suffer?
Jeev's mistake he has done is like hinsa, jhoot, chori, or kushir.
The sins, the passions, the mithyatva, these are the reasons why jeev is suffering and not because of the karmas. Okay, now tell me one thing. Who knows the cycle of karma? I have told you in the yesterday class the cycle of karma, how new karma we accumulate and how the old karmas goes away, then new karma comes. How does this happen? Raise your hands. Yes, Mahi, do you know?
So first you do the bad thing or the deed, and then that's dravya karma, and then the actual pudgal karma bond, that's a bhav karma.
No, the deeds.
Oh wait,
you
sorry,
do
I said it opposite.
Yes. The deeds
So first
we
do
do
the bhav karma.
is the bhav karma, and the pudgal karma which comes and stick and bound to the body or the soul is the dravya karma. Okay, I'll tell you again cycle of the karma, how it happens. We have mithyatva. Because of mithyatva, we do moha rag and dvesh. Because of moha rag and dvesh, we like something. Because of mithyatva, we like something or dislike something. The things we like, we do moha and rag. The things we dislike, we do dvesh. Because of and this moha rag and dvesh is the bhav karma. Because of the bhav karma, you accumulate dravya karma. Okay, when we do moha rag and dvesh, the karmas comes and bound with the soul. And when there is dravya karma, there is a dravya karma, there is a fusion of dravya karma also. So in the fusion of the dravya karma, you get a gati first, in which gati we will go is decided by the karma. After the gati, when we have a gati, we'll get the body according to the gati. Then we get the senses, touch, taste, hear, smell, vision, all these senses will get. When we have the senses, we desire for the sensory pleasures. In sensory pleasures, we do moh rag dvesh. Because of moh rag dvesh, again we accumulate new karma. So in this way, this cycle goes on and it goes on. It never stops. And from time eternal, it's going on. If we have to break this chain, we have to do, like, at some place we have to stop. So where can we stop? We can stop where we are the doer. Where the other one is the doer, we cannot stop it. Where we are the doer, we can stop it. So we are the doer in the like we are mistaken in doing moh raga and dvesh. In because of mithyatva, we are mistaken. So if we break this wrong belief and get the right belief, we don't do the moh raga and dvesh. When moh raga and dvesh were not there, we stop accumulating new karma. We have just the old karmas, and those old karmas will also be destroyed when we'll do the meditation and all. We do the austerity, when we do the tap, dhyan, and all these things, when we meditate about the soul. So the new karma has stopped, and the old karmas are also started destroying. In this way, we can break the cycle of karma. Okay, how many types of karmas are there?
8.
8 karmas. And before dividing them into 8 karmas, how we divide them into 2 parts, into 2 types? Yes, Krish?
The Ghati Karma and the Aghati Karma.
Yes, in 2 types. First, we divide them into bhav karma and dravya karma. Bhav karma is the karma which is done by the soul itself, the moh raga and dvesh, to dislike something, to like something, to do the sins and passions and all these things is the mistake of it's a mistake of the jeev. So this is bhav karma. And because of bhav karma, the pudgal karma, the pudgal molecules or atoms, we can say, they come and join and bound with the soul is the dravya karma. Now, ghati and aghati karma is the type of dravya karma. They are not the type of bhav karma. So, the like if we'll make the chart, flow chart of karma, it will be like this: karma. Then we have dravya karma and bhav karma, and under dravya karma we have 2. Ghati karma and aghati karma. In ghati karma they are 4, and aghati karma they are 4. In this way we have 8 karmas. Okay, now what is ghati karma? Who else we have in the class today? Swasti. Do you know what is ghati karma?
I don't exactly remember what Kati Karma was.
Okay, Krish.
The Ghati Karma are the ones that actually affect us and stop us from going to moksha.
Please repeat again.
So the Ghati Karma are the karma that are preventing us from going to moksha.
Okay, and what else? Yes, Mahi.
They're the karma that impede on the soul's qualities, but they can't like completely get rid of them.
Yes. Yes. So the ghati karma are actually, if we'll go to the definition, we'll see the ghati karma are those karma which destroy the anujivi gun. Their work is to destroy the anujivi gun. There are two types of gun, anujivi gun and pratijivi gun. So the one whose work is to destroy the ghati karma, to destroy the anujivi gun, they are called ghati karma. Now, what are anujivi gun? So, anujivi gun are those gun or those attributes which cannot be completely destroyed by the karmas. Their partial existence is always present. For example, okay, what is a work of karma? The work of karma is that it it cannot make us free to go to the liberation. It do not make us free at all. Okay, it bound us. But actually, the work of karma is this, that it covers the attributes of the soul. Okay, and when it covers the attributes of the soul, the pratijivi gun are those gun which can be completely covered by the karmas, but these four, aghati karma, oh sorry, the anujivi gun, these are those gun, the karmas are covering them also, but it cannot cover these attributes completely. We cannot, the karma cannot hide the anujivi gun completely. For example, if I have something in my hand and I put my hand on it, so you cannot see it, so it's completely hidden, it's completely covered, and it's like we cannot see the even the part of that bone until and unless I don't remove my hand. But if I put a very thin cloth on my hand, so that cloth has covered the thing in my hand, but still you can see it because the cloth is very thin, the cloth is very fine, and we can also say it is made up of net. So you have covered the thing with that net or with that cloth, but the partially you can see it. It's partially enlightened. You cannot cover it completely. That is pratijivi gun. So those karmas who destroy the pratijivi gun are called as, anujivi gun. Those karmas who destroy the anujivi gun, they are called ghati karma. And those karmas who destroy the pratijivi gun are called as aghati karma. Now, ghati karma are also four and aghati karma are also four. Who can name, who knows the name of the karmas, of the 8 karma? Yashvi, do you know?
Oh, what was the question?
The names of 8 karma.
All 8 karm or a ghati karm?
Yes. Okay, you can tell me the names of only ghati karma.
Do you want all the names of the karm? Because I know that.
Please, sure. Say.
Okay. Janavarni, Dashnavarni, Vedni, Mohini, Ayu, Nam, Gotra, Vantra.
Very good. So, out of this, which one are ghati karma? Krish, can you tell me? Out of these 8, which 4 are ghati karma?
Jnanavarnya, Darshanvarnya, Mohini, and Antaray.
Yes, these are the ghati karma, and Ayu, Nam, Gotra, Vedni are the aghati karma. Okay, let's come to the PPT with which we can learn it or explain it to you. So this is Ghati Karma. Those which are instrumental in the destruction of Anujivi Gun are called Ghati Karma. What are Anujivi Gun? So coexisting gun are Anujivi Gun, like Gyan, Darshan, Sukh and Virya. These are the Anujivi Gun. Ghati Karma are of 4 types: Jnanavaran, Dashnavaran, Mohini and Antaray. So what is Ghati Karma? Although impure, those gun whose partial pure state coexist with the impure state are called as Anujivi gun. It means we cannot make these gun impure completely. The partial state of these gun always exist. Those are Anujivi gun, and those karmas who destroy the Anujivi gun are called Ghati karma. Now, what are Aghati karma? Those which are instrumental in the destruction of Pratijivi gun are called Aghati karma. Ghati means destroy. Aghati means which destroys completely, we can say. Non-existing gun are Pratijivi gun. Those gun which only present or exist when the soul is in its complete pure state. These gun never exist when the jeev is in impure state. It only exists to the Siddha Bhagwan. We only Siddha Bhagwan are there. We also have these gun, but they are in complete impure state. They are of no use until and unless we don't destroy the Aghati karmas. So non-existing gun are Pratijivi gun, like Avyabadhatva, Sukshmatva, Akurulaghutva, Avagahanatva, etc. These are the names of Pratijivi gun, and they only exist when the soul is in complete pure state. Otherwise, they do not exist. And here existence means not, they are not present in the soul. They exist in the soul, but they don't come out. They are in completely impure state. That means they does not exist. Aghati karma are of 4 types: Vedaniya, Ayu, Nam and Gotra. Those gun whose pure state doesn't coexist with the impure state, even partially, are called Pratijivi gun. So these are the names of some Pratijivi gun: Avyabadhatva, Sukshmatva, Agurulaghutva and Avagahanatva. Okay. Now, who can tell me the names of 8 karmas again? Mahi, do you know the name?
I'll say the names.
Of karmas.
Jnanavarnya, Darshnavarnya, Mohaniya, Antaray, Nam, Gotra, Ayu and Vednya.
Yes, okay. Swasti, do you know?
Yeah. Jnanavarnya, Darshnavarnya, Vedani, Mohini, Ayu, Nam, Gotra, Antray.
Yes, okay. Now
I
one by
can say
one.
it too.
What happened?
Do you want me to say it?
Yes.
Jnanavarnya, Darshnavarnya, Vedani, Mohini, Ayu, Nam, Gotra.
Okay. So let's see one by one. What are the definition of the 8 karmas? So the first one is Jnana Varni Karma. Jnana Varan Karma. What is this Jnana Varan Karma?
I think I know a little bit of it.
Yes, say it.
Is it like the one with the example of a statue covered, or is that Jnanavarnya? No, Darshnavarnya.
Yes, the karma, which is kind of a hurdle or an obstruction, or which covers the Gyan Gun. the attribute of knowledge, the attribute of we have of knowing attribute. So the karma which destroys it, and here destroying means it does not destroy the gyan completely, because if it will destroy the gyan completely, what will happen? We'll become pudgal, because pudgal also does not have gyan, and we also will also become like that, that we do not have the gyan gun. So there will be no difference between we and these pudgal dravya, with these non-living things. So it's just kind of an abstraction, like this is our gyan, and the Gyanavarni karma is like this, that it will become an abstraction in front of the Gyan, but it will not completely cover the Gyan. Some of the Gyan in some partial way will always present. That is why it is Anujivi Gun. Let's see. Gyanavaran karma is nimit for the obstruction of Gyan, but not the destruction of Gyan. It will not destroy the Gyan. It is kind of an abstraction for the Gyan. Jeev, inherent ability of knowing the self and others always exists because of the Kshayopsham. What is Kshayopsham? Partial bondage and partial release. Destruction comes subsidence, that is Jnana Varan Karma. It has 5 types: Mati Jnana Varan, Shruta Jnana Varan, Avadhi Jnana Varan, Manahapari Jnana Varan, and Keval Jnana Varan. So we have, because we have 5 types of knowledge, we have 5 types of Gyan: Mati, Shrut, Avadhi, Manahapari, and Keval Gyan. Mati Gyan, Shrut Gyan, Avadhi Gyan, Manahapari Gyan, and Keval Gyan. Who knows the name of 5 Gyan?
I can try to say it.
Say, Yashvi.
Mati Gyan, Shrut Gyan, Avdi Gyan, Manaparya Gyan, and Keval Gyan.
Very good. Mati Gyan, Shrut Gyan, Avdi Gyan, Manapare Gyan, and Keval Gyan. And the karma, which is an abstraction for Mati Gyan, is Mati Gyanavaran, which is an abstraction for Shrut Gyan, is Shrut Gyanavaran. The Gyan which is an abstraction for Avadhi Gyan is Avadhi Gyanavaran, and the karma which is an abstraction for Manahapari Gyan is Manahapari Gyanavaran, and which is an abstraction for Keval Gyan is called Keval Gyanavaran. So the Gyanavaran is the karma which acts as an abstraction for the Gyan Gun. And we can get the example also, like you can see here the image also, Aghati karma. So yes, sorry, we have left one slide. When the soul obstructs its own Gyan Bhav, that is its ability to know. Krish, do you have any question to ask?
Sorry, I forgot to lower my hand.
No problem, no problem. When the soul obstructs its own Gyan Bhav, that is its ability to know, then the Uday, the fusion of the respective karma instrumental in the obstruction of Gyan Gun is called Jnana-Varan Karma. So actually Jnana-Varan Karma is not obstructing the Gyan Gun. We ourselves obstructs our own Gyan Bhav. We do not make it pure, so that the complete Gyan Gun comes and do the work. So we ourselves obstructs our own Gyan, and at that time, the fusion of the Jnana Varan Karma is instrumental, it's nimit in the obstruction of the Gyan Gun, that is Jnana Varan Karma. The work of this karma is akin to curtaining the idol or statue. Its vision gets hindered, but somehow we can make of its existence. Similarly, after the Uday of Jnana Varan, the knowledge gets abstracted, but we can still make out the existence of the substance. You can see there is an idol which is covered completely, but still we know what is inside. So somewhat knowledge we have, and the rest of the knowledge is abstracted by the Jnana-varni karma, the karma, and that karma is Jnana-varnika. We also get an example of clouds and sun in our Jinwani. Like the clouds cover the complete sun, but still the light, the rays of, and somewhat the sun can be seen by us. Even lots of clouds have covered it. That is the work of karma, Jnana Varni karma, that it covers the light of our knowledge, but it cannot cover it completely. Some light will always be there of Gyan, otherwise we'll become Jad. We'll become, we don't have the life force. We'll become like a Pudgal. So this is the work of the Jnana Varan Karma. We have done it already. Now let's come to the Darshana Varan Karma. What is Darshana Varan Karma? When the soul obstructs its own Darshan Bhav, and Darshan Bhav means the ability to perceive, the ability to see. And this seeing is not of the eye, from the eyes. This perceiving means before the knowledge we have the rough idea of the thing, that is called perceiving, or that is called darshan. So when the soul obstructs, here also we are the one who are mistaken. We are the one who have done the wrong, because of which we have to see all these things. We have to suffer from all the karmas, and karmas are non-living thing. They do not know that I have to cover the gyan gun of this person and this much gyan gun of that person. No, they don't know anything. We are the one who are doing the mistakes, and that is why we are getting karmas, and on the fruition of those karmas we have to suffer. Here also, in every definition, you will get that we are the one who are responsible, and these Pudgal karma are just the nimit. They are just instrumental in it. That's it. When the soul obstructs its own darshan bhav, that is ability to perceive, uday of the karma instrumental in the obstruction of darshan gun. So that karma which work is to obstruct the darshan gun is called darshana varan karma. Okay, the work of this karma is like a gatekeeper. And what does he do, the gatekeeper? As without his permission we cannot enter and cannot look at whatever's inside. Similarly, after the uday of darshana varan karma, the perception gets abstracted, but we can still make out of the existence of the substance. Like you are on the gate is open, and the gatekeeper is there. So outside the gate you are standing, and from the door only you can see something, somewhat you can see what is inside, but you cannot see it completely. You cannot perceive all those things completely. So the work of the Darshana Varan is also like a gatekeeper. It cannot completely close the door of the entrance so that we cannot even see what is inside. We can have the idea what is inside, because Darshana Varan Karma cannot obstruct or cannot destroy the Darshan Gun completely. So somewhat, imagination, we can say, not imagination, but somewhat idea we can have, even if Darshana Varan Karma has abstracted our Darshan Gun. So this is Darshan Gun which which is an instrumental in abstraction of our Darshan Gun, that is the ability to perceive, is called Darshana Varan Karma. See the types of Darshana Varan Karma. The uday of this karma does not allow us to even perceive any object. There are 9 types of Darshana karma: Chakshu Darshana Varan, Achakshu Darshana Varan, Avadhi Darshana Varan, Keval Darshana Varan, Nidra, Nidra, Prachla, and Snan Nigrithi. What are these? So Chakshu Darshan, when we perceive with the eyes, that is Chakshu Darshan. When we perceive without eyes and from the other senses and the mind, that is Achakshu Darshan. When we know, when we are perceiving before Avadhi Gyan, that is Avadhi Darshan, and the perception with Keval Gyan is called Keval Darshan. And the karma which obstruct these are Chakshu Darshana Varan, Achakshu Darshana Varan, Avadhi Darshana Varan, and Keval Darshana Varan. Now, the other types are Nidra, Prachla, and Styanigradhi. These are the types of our sleep. How intensely we see, how strongly and with deeply we see, because when we are sleeping, we cannot perceive. Or we can say when we are sleeping, the perception power kind of become light. It will become dim. So these are also the types of Darshana Varan Karma. Nidra is the normal sleep. Nidra is more stronger than Nidra. Prachla is more stronger. Prachla is more stronger than other 3 sleeps. And Styan Nigradi, in which you forget yourself. You are so deeply in your sleep that you have started walking, started doing the work in the sleep, and you do not know about it. You go to the window, open it, or do something, you throw something, close the window, come to the bed and sleep, and you don't know what you have done. So that sleep, which is so strong, which is so deep, is the Styan Nigradhi. And when we are in the sleep, the perception power in some way got dim. That is why these are also the parts of Darshana Varan Karma. Then we have the Mohniya Karma. What is Mohniya Karma? When Jeev forgets its own nature and considers other as his own, and is not vigilant towards the soul's conduct, then the uday of the karma instrumental for this state is called Mohniya Karma. So what is the work of the Mohniya? This is the main karma because of which we are accumulating all the karmas. The other karmas are not the reason of accumulating new karmas. This Mohniya karma is the reason for accumulating new karmas. What does he do? The Mohniya karma obstruct the faith of the person, of the soul. And when the faith is obstructed, we do not know what is right and what is wrong, which is my soul, which is not my soul, where I have to do, what things are mine, what are not mine, in which things I should have the feeling of possessions, and in which things I should not have the feeling of possession. Only my soul and my attributes are mine, and other than that, all the things are the non-soul. So because of Mohniya Karma, we cannot decide this. We cannot confirm this. We cannot believe this. Like what we are also right now, we are also learning so much that soul and the body is different. All the worldly pleasures are fake. They cannot give us the true happiness and all. We know this thing. But why cannot we believe in this? We know, we say it, we learn it, we read it, we write it, we do everything. But we do not believe this, that the soul and the body is different. So who obstructs us in believing this? This Mohniya Karma obstructs us. The work of this karma is like liquor. It's like wine or alcohol. As a drunkard forgets his true identity and acts like a lunatic by not being able to figure out what's around. Similarly, with the Uday of Mohaniya Karma, Jeev cannot distinguish between self and non-self and acts like an insane or maniac. The one who is drunkard, who has drunken a lot, now he do not know anything. He has forgotten everything. What is right? What is wrong? Where is the path to my home? Where am I going? Who is who? He calls mother as sister, sister as mother. He goes to some other house. All these things happen because he has mad. He has become mad. So he cannot figure out what is there around him. In the same way, we have also drunkard. We have taken the liquor of Mohaniya Karma. And this Mohaniya Karma means Mithyatva. So we have taken the liquor of Mithyatva, and because of Mithyatva, we cannot identify which is the soul and which is not. We cannot identify the true happiness is here, and we are finding it in the sensory pleasures because of this Mohaniya Karma. Okay, so its work is like a liquor. Mohaniya Karma, perverse belief is because of the uday of this karma. All the wrong belief is because of this karma. Due to this, jeev forgets its true nature and engages into impure disposition. That is moha, rag and dvesh. Why do we do moha, rag and dvesh? Because of this mohani karma. Actually, not because of this mohani karma. It's just an instrumental. It's just a nimitta. The main mistake is done here. Again and again, I'm telling this to you. The main mistake is ours. The actual mistake is ours, and they are just the nimitta. It is also of two types: Darshan Mohaniya and Charitra Mohaniya. The Mohani karma is of two types: Darshan Mohaniya, Charitra Mohaniya. Darshan Mohaniya has three types, further three types. That is Mithyatva, Mithyatva Prakriti. One has left. Yes, Mithyatva, Samyak Mithyatva, and Samyak Prakriti. These are the three types of Darshan Mohaniya, and Charitra Mohaniya. It is of 25 types, in which Kashaya is included. The further division of Kashaya is there, which makes the types of Charitra Mohaniya 25. Okay, so this is Mohaniya Karma. Let's see Antaraya Karma. What is Antaraya Karma? When this jeev does not express its ability of dan, that is donation, labh, that is benefit, bhog, that is enjoyment, upbhog means those things to which we can enjoy repeatedly, and virya, that is power. Then the uday of respective karma instrumental for such interference is called antaray. Actually, the meaning of antaray is abstraction. So it abstract what? It abstracts the power of our donation, the power of benefit, the bhog. We want to enjoy something, but we cannot enjoy anything because of antaray karma. And upbhog. Upbhog means those things. What is the difference between upbhog and upbhog? Like we have a chapati, we have a bread, and we have eaten it. We cannot eat it again because it's gone. But we have clothes, we can repeatedly wear them, we can repeatedly use them. So those things we can use just once are called bhog, and those things we can use them repeatedly, those things are called upbhog. Using of those things is called upbhog. So dan, labh, bhog, upbhog and virya. The karma which obstruct these five things is antaray karma. Who can tell me the name of these five? Dan, labh, bhog, upbhog and virya. Yes. Raise your hand. Yes, Krish.
दान, लाभ, भोग, उपभोग, and virya.
Yes, these are the those attributes of the karma which are being obstructed by the this aghati antaray karma. Antaray karma is of two types. When we add antara in these five things, danantaray, labhantaray, bhogantaray, upabhogantaray, and viryantaray. So it makes five types of antaray karma. Despite having the power to indulge in material gains, the udaya of this karma becomes instrumental in the jeev inability to indulge in them. We have a power to do the donation, we have the power to get benefits, we have the power to have power, we have the power to take pleasures from the worldly things. But what is that thing which do not make us to do all these things completely? That is antaray karma. The work of this karma is like an accountant, as without the consent of the accountant, we cannot gain access to the material commodity despite owing it. Similarly, due to the udaya of this karma, there exists an inability to indulge in the dan, etc. of the material commodity despite having them. Let me give you an example. You have money at your bank. You go to the bank, you want to withdraw some money, but there is a limit of withdrawing the money. You cannot withdraw, like in India, there's a limit. If you can withdraw 20,000 or 50,000 in a day or at a time. I don't remember what is the actual limitation of withdrawing the money, but as an example, let's see it that you can only withdraw 50,000 at a time, and you have lakhs and crores of rupees in your bank, but you cannot withdraw it. So who is obstructing it? The rules of the banks, the accountant or the manager or whosoever is sitting there is obstructing you, is stopping you not to withdraw the complete money, the whole money, or the more money if you want. You can only withdraw the 50,000 rupees. Even the money is yours. It's not their money. It's your money. Still, you cannot withdraw that money. In the same way, we have the power of dan, labh, bhog, and veer, but still we cannot use them because of this antaray karma. So it's kind of an accountant's work is like an accountant. Now, vedaniya karma. What is vedaniya karma? When the jeev gets restless because of its moha bhav, then the uday of the karma instrumental in providing favorably desirable and unfavorably undesirable condition, situation, things which are responsible for the restlessness is vedaniya karma. So what is the work of vedaniya karma? We get good things, we get bad things because of vedaniya karma. Vedaniya karma is responsible, or nimitta we should say. Vedaniya karma is nimit in giving us some good things, some pleasurable things, and some unpleasurable things. The favorable condition we have is because of vedaniya karma. The unfavorable condition if we have, that is because of vedaniya karma. So the work of vedaniya karma is like a sword dipped in honey, as someone tries to lick the honey which is present on the sword. So what happened? There is a sharp sword, there is a sharp knife, and there is honey on it, and somebody is licking it. So what will happen? He will get the taste of the honey, the sweet taste of the honey also, and because the knife is very sharp, his tongue is cut because of that knife. So he is feeling the pain also because of the cut on the tongue, and he is feeling the pleasure also. Actually, that is not the pleasure. Licking the honey from the sharp knife is not a pleasure, but he is experiencing the pleasure also, and he is suffering also. So that is desirable condition and undesirable condition he had. So this is kind of vedaniya karma, as someone tries to lick the honey which is present on the sword one will feel the sweetness of honey along with the pain of severing the tongue. Similarly, the uday of this karma provides favorable and unfavorable favorable and unfavorable conditions or situations or things because of which we experience restlessness. We become restlessness and again we accumulate new karma. So this is the work of Vedaniya karma. It is of two types, Sata Vedaniya and Asata Vedaniya. Sata Vedaniya is that karma which gave us favorable condition. Asata Vedaniya is that karma which gave us unfavorable condition. Sata Vedaniya is of the Punya form because with the uday of this karma, Jeev gets desirable conditions, situations and things. Asata Vedaniya is of the Pap, demeritorious form because with the uday of this karma, Jeev gets undesirable conditions, situations and things. Vedaniya karma only arrange the conditions, situations or things. It only gives us the situation, some things, but whether we are getting pleasure, if it is desirable or undesirable, this is being chosen by the Jeev alone. This is being, is thought by the Jeev alone that I am taking it as a desirable or taking that as undesirable. It is not giving us good or bad things. It just gives us the things. We feel desirable in something because of our more equation, undesirable of something. Asata Vedaniya karma only arranges the conditions, situations, things, but considering them favorable and unfavorable or experiencing happiness and unhappiness respectively is a product of Mohniya karma. Moraka and Dvesh is Mohniya karma. So we do this good and bad thing because of the Mohniya karma. Ayu karma. Ayu means the lifespan. So the karma which is responsible how long we will live in one gati. What will be our age in one birth is Ayu karma. When Jeev due to its ability stays in the body of Manushya, Tiryanch, Dev and Narak. How long will stay in that body of Manushya, Tiryanch, Dev and Gati, Dev and Narak? Then the uday of the karma instrumental for the state is called Ayu karma. So this is instrumental in giving us the lifespan of our life. The work of this karma is like handcuff. What is the work of the handcuff? It stops us. It does not help us to move. It stops us on one place. Until one is not freed from them, one remains tied to them. We remain tied with that handcuff if it's not open. Similarly, until Ayu karma expires, Jeev has to be in the respective body and only after its expiration be freed from it. We are tied in this Ayu karma and that is why we have to live in this form, in this body, in this gati. So until and unless our Ayu karma does not expire, it does not get complete, we cannot free from this body. The uday of this karma is instrumental in confining, asserting the Jeev in that body. As soon as the uday expires, Jeev leaves the body. As soon as that handcuff is released, we are free. That in the same way, as soon as the Ayu karma is expired, we'll be free from this birth and we have to take the another birth. Ayu karma is of 4 types according to the 4 gati. Devayu, Narakayu, Tiryanshayu, Manushayu, and Devayu. The Ayu of Tiryansh is Tiryanshayu, the Ayu of Narki is the Narakayu, the Ayu of the Manush is the Manushayu, and the Ayu of the Dev is the Devayu. Out of the 4, only Narkayu is demeritorious in the sense that after acquiring it Jeev constantly tries to get away from it, which is not the case in the remaining 3. So out of 4 gati, out of 4 Ayu, which one is a demeritorious? The most demeritorious we all know is the Narak Ayu only, because nobody wants to live in that Ayu. Nobody wants to live in that place. So that Narkayu is the most demeritorious Ayu. Now, Nam Karma. The Uday of the Karma, instrumental in the construction of the body in which Jeev lives, is called Nam Karma. So, how do we look? How we are going to look, how our body will be, the shape, the size, the color, the voice, everything in the body is decided by the Namkarma. The Namkarma is Nimitene. So the body in which we live, the color, the shape, the formation, everything is decided by this Namkarma. The work of this karma is like a painter. Like painter paints the different images, and according to him, he makes somebody dark, somebody fair, somebody long, somebody short, somebody fat, somebody slim. In the same way, this Ayu karma, Nam karma do the same thing. As a painter paints various canvases and colors them separately, similarly, this karma facilitates various modification within a body. Whatever modification we see in this body is because of the Nam karma. It has 93 subtypes, which can also be classified into Shubh and Ashubh Nam karma. So Shubh Nam karma is that karma which makes the body look good, beautiful, attractive. And Ashubh Namkarm is that Namkarm which makes the body non-attractive, not beautiful, ugly, or we do not like to see it. That is Ashubh Namkarma. Namkarm is instrumental in the construction of the body, but considering its meritorious and demeritorious is due to Jeev impure nature. Okay, tell me one thing. If like at your place everyone is fair, at our place everyone is brown, and in South Africa we'll go everyone is black. So which color is good? At your place fair color is good, at that place the black color is good. So Namkarm, the work of Namkarm is just to give the body. Now if it is looking good or it's not looking bad, it's not looking bad, it's not looking good, is decided by the Jeev. Is because of the Muni karma that, oh, I don't have a good color, I don't have a good shape, formation of my body, I don't look good. So this is being decided by the soul. This is a mistake of the soul because of the Mohniya karma. Come to the Gotra karma. The Uday of the karma, instrumental in the birth of Jeev in the clan with superior or inferior behavior, is called Gotra karma. So in which type of clan we have taken birth? If we are taken birth in the superior clan or in the inferior clan, that is being decided by the Gotra karma. The work of this karma is like a potter, the one who makes the earthen pots. Just as the potter makes big or small pots, similarly, the Udaya of the karma is instrumental in superior or inferior behavior. The potter makes some pot small, some pot big. So, in the same way, Gotra karma is that which gives us some people, some are in the inferior clan and some are in the superior clan. Uch Gotra is, it has two types, Uch Gotra and Neech Gotra. Uch means the upper Gotra, the superior Gotra, and Neech Gotra means the inferior Gotra. Uch Gotra is Punya Prakrati and Neech Gotra is Pap Prakrati. Because of the Punya karma, we get the Uch Gotra. Because of the Pap karma, we get the Neech Gotra. What is the benefit of knowing these karmas? All the 8 karmas we have done, but why are we knowing these karmas? So, Jeev is mainly wandering in sansar because of the bondage of karma. Why are we in the sansar? Because of the bondage of the 8 karmas. And only after the destruction of karma, moksha or true happiness can be attained. So without knowing that they are harmful for us, how we are going to destroy it, that is why it's needed to know these karma. Actually, karma is merely instrumental. They are just a limit. The root cause of the misery of jiva are its impure disposition. Its own mistake is there. Its own morag and dvesh is there, because of which we accumulate these karmas. we are bonded with this karma, which become instrumental in further bondage of karma. We are the main root cause, and because of this, the karma become the instrument. Karma does not provide Jeev to be impure, because if so, then Jeev would never be able to destroy karma and be free. If intentionally karma will do this thing, so what will happen? We can never become free. It will again and again come and bound the soul with the karma. So they are the non-living entity, and they cannot provoke the karma to do the bad thing. It do not provoke the jeev. Sorry, the karma does not provoke the jeev to go on the wrong path. We are only mistaken, and that is why we are suffering. What is the benefit of knowing these karmas? Dravya karma is bonded because of bhav karma, and during the uday of dravya karma, Jeev again performs bhav karma. Likewise, the cycle of karma keeps going on. We have done this. Although the division of punya and pap is only in aghati karma, but both of them cause bondage and hence are sorrowful. We divide them in some way. These are punya karma, these are pap karma, but actually all the karmas are pap karma because they are the reason of our bondage in this world. So we are done with this chapter. Is there any questions regarding this chapter? Yes, anybody wants to ask something? Okay then, so we are done with our classes of this camp today, and it was nice meeting and teaching to you all. Thank you for your support, and we request you to be joined with us likewise. Again and again, the Todarmal Smarak conducts these type of classes and the camps and the shivers. So if you like these classes, if you gain something from these classes, so you should be connected with the activities of Pandit Todarmal Smarak, and that's it. Okay then, we are done with the class today. Thank you. Jai Jinendra, all of you.
Jai Jinendra.
Jai Jinendra, Jai Jinendra. Okay, we'll meet soon. And okay, Jai Jinendra.
Jai